So welcome back everyone. In this video we will be writing a C program to reverse to print the reverse of a number. Suppose we get an input as 1 2 3 4, then the output which will be printing on the output screen will be 4 3 2 1. Okay. Now for accepting the number which the user will give us, we will use the scanf function, and for printing something on the output screen we will use the printf function. So we have so from where this two function will come up. So stdio.h is the library which contain these two functions. So we have included up this library with the help of preprocessor, that is hashtag include. So hashtag include is the processor out here, and stdio.h is the standard input output library. And since the execution of the C program starts from the main function onwards, so we have also defined our main function, and we have given it the return type as void, because our main function is not going to return any value. Okay, and we have also defined some variables. So first variable is for storing the number which the user will give us based on the message. So this is the message which the user will see, and based on this message the user will give us some number, and we have accepted that number with the help of scanf function, and we have stored that number in this variable. And we have also given this variable the same value which this number hold. So basically we have done this such that in the since we are going to modify the value of this variable, and if you will modify the value of this variable, the original value of this variable will get lost. So we have so in the initial phase only we have stored the original value of this variable. That is this small variable, that is this variable in this variable, that is in this variable. Okay, so that whenever we want original value, so we will use this variable, that is this. Okay, now we will perform such logic such that we will come up with the reverse of that number. Okay, so for that we will use a while loop, and this while loop will run until this number gets equal to 0. Okay, so once this number will get equal to 0, this while loop will terminate, and inside this while loop only we will perform such some logic. But before that, let's define up some variables. So let's define a rem variable. This is a remainder variable, so this variable will hold the remainder value. And let's define one more variable, that is a reverse, and give the value to it, give the value 0 to it. Okay, and I will discuss like why we are giving 0 to it. Okay, but before that, let's start. So rem value will be number, and we will use a modulo operator out here. And what this modulo operator do, if you don't know, I will provide the video in the description below. You can watch that video and get a complete knowledge of it. But in short, this modulo operator gives us the remainder. Suppose the number value is 1 2 3 4, and if you will use the modulo operator, and if you will divide this number by 10, that is 1 2 3 4 by 10, so you will get 4 in this variable. So basically this modulo operator gives us the remainder. Okay, so 4 will get stored in this number if the input is 1 2 3 4. Now we will let me print this as that you will get an idea like what is happening. That is rem value is %d, and we will be replacing this %d with rem value. And let's use a special character, that is /n out here. What this /n will do, after printing this line on the output screen, the cursor will move to the next line, such that if there is any new line, such that any line which to be printed, that line will get printed on the new line, not on the same line, because of this /n. Okay, now now let's use a semicolon. Now what we will be doing is that we will be using this way, basically 1 2 3 4, the output will be 4 3 2 1, and we have 4 in this variable. So let's perform a logic, that is a rev is equal to rev into 10 plus 4. So what will be the value which the rev will hold? So rev is equal to, basically rev value is 0, so 0 into 10 it will be 0, and plus 4, so it will be equal to so 4, which is equal to 4. So what happened out here is that initial value in the first iteration, rev value is 0, So 0 multiplied by 10, which is equal to 0, and 0 plus 4, which is equal to 4. So the rev value is 4 in the first iteration. Let's print this too also, like in which iteration you are. So iteration number, so iteration percentage d, and we will be replacing this percentage d with a counter. So let's define a variable counter and give the variable name value 1 to it, and replace the percentage d with the counter. So in the first iteration, and use a /n. Okay, so that this will improve the readability just of the output. Okay, so this is the logic and in the second iteration, in the rev value is 4, so 4 into 10, 40 plus. Okay, so here replace this 4 with RAM. So 40 plus RAM. So in the next iteration the RAM value will be 3. So 40 plus 3, 43. And in the next iteration, 43 into 10, 430, and RAM value will be 2. So 432 will be the updated value of this rev in the third iteration. And in the same way, in the fourth iteration, RAM value will be 1, and previous value of the rev was 432. So 432 multiplied by 10, 4320 plus 1, which is equal to 4321, and this is just the reverse of this, that is 1 2 3 4. I have considered input as 1 2 3 4, so I am discussing with 1 2 3 4 only. Now let's update the value of number. So let's do this, and we will use the div operator out here. So what this div operator will give us, so div operator gives us the question. So let's print the value of this too. So let's like number value is percentage d, and we will be replacing this percentage d with number value. Okay, so basically this line will gives us the value of number in each iteration, and let's print the value of rev in each iteration also. So printf percentage d rev value, that is okay, so it's not a rev, it's the reverse. Okay, let it be rev only. Okay, so reverse value is, and we will be percentage d, we will be replacing this percentage d with the rev value. Okay, now, and we will use a special character, that is /n out here, such that cursor moves to the next line each time. And at the last we will print the resultant value of reverse. So the reverse of percentage d is percentage d. So we will be replacing the first percentage d with this variable, because this is the variable which holds the original value of this variable. Okay, that is the original value of the number which the user has given us. So we will be replacing the first percentage d with number, and the second percentage d with the rev. Okay, so I think we have done. Now let's watch the output of this program, but before so we will have to compile, but before compiling, let's save this. So let's save as, and make sure to save this file as .c extension, because we all are writing C program, and give the name reverse, and let's compile and run. So we are getting some errors. Semicolon is not given out here. Okay, now compile and run. So enter the number to find the sum of it. Okay, so to find the reverse of a number. Okay, now let's compile and run. So enter the number to find its reverse. So we will be giving 1 2 3 4. So in the iteration number 1, RAM value is 4, and why we are getting 4, it is because of modulo operator, because modulo operator gives us the remainder, and if you will divide 1 2 3 4 by 10, you will get the remainder 4, and quotient is 1 2 3. So and this is the reason the number value is 1 2 3 in the first iteration, And in the second iteration, okay, so iteration value is not incrementing because we are not incrementing the value of counter. So let's increment the value of counter to. Now watch the output, and let's improve the spelling of this. Now compile and run. So we'll be giving 1 2 3 4. So in the iteration 1, RAM value is 4 and reverse value is 4. And why we are getting the reverse value as 4? Because of this. This is what we have discussed in the first iteration. In the first iteration, RAM value is 0, so 0 into 10, 0 plus 4, so 0 plus 4, which is equal to 4. That's the reason we have got 4 out here. And div operator gives us the quotient. That's the reason. If you will divide 1 2 3 4 by 10, the quotient will be 1 2 3. And in the same iteration and in the second iteration, the same process happened. And in the third iteration, RAM value came to 2, and in the fourth iteration RAM value is 1, and the number value got 0, and once it gets 0, this while loop gets terminated up. And before that, reverse value was 4 3 2 1, and that's we have what. So reverse of 1 2 3 4 is 3 4 3 2 1. So this is what we were supposed to get as an output of this program, and we have got that. So that's all for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and comment if you have any type of doubt, and subscribe to my channel for this type of content. Thank you once again for watching this.